Throughout the year, we practice many types of emergency drills. This year, we have practiced fire drills, and you are all awesome. The next drill we're going to learn about is called a shelter-in-place. When we have a shelter-in-place situation, we need for all students to quickly follow these rules. 1. If you are outside, immediately return to the building using the nearest doors. 2. All classrooms on the ground floor must close and lock all windows. 3. You close your classroom doors but leave the door propped open with a magnet. And 4. All activities go on within the building like normal. This is what it looks like. If you are outside at recess or for another activity, an announcement will be made that all students must enter the building for a shelter-in-place. Whistles will be blown by the teachers on duty. At that time, you need to quickly run to the nearest door carefully and enter the building. Quickly go back to your classrooms and your teachers will meet you there. Remember, even though you're going quickly, you are still following hallway procedures and expectations. Once you're back in the classroom, you need to close your hallway door. Make sure your magnet is still in place to prevent the door from locking. Also, remember, if you're on the ground level, all windows need to be shut and locked. At this time, classroom activities continue as normal. You are free to move about the building, but remember that at any time, a shelter-in-place may be elevated to a lockdown. We will learn about lockdowns next month. Great job, Mrs. Easton's class. Thank you. During a shelter-in-place, school personnel will wander the hall, closing any doors that have been left open. We will also check and make sure that all students are where they need to be at this time. The shelter-in-place will stay in effect until an announcement is made by the office that you are now free to go about daily activities as normal. We will be practicing sometime this week, so if you have any questions, ask your teachers now.
Hey students, we got a few more new books in to end off the year of 2016. Let me tell you about them. This one is a true story about a dog in the city of Seattle who gets separated from his owner and ends up riding the city bus to try and find his owner. This is based on a true story about a rhinoceros named Clara who traveled around the world in the 1800s. And then some books, new books from authors you're probably very familiar with. This one is by Sharon Creech. She's written a lot of different things. She writes most of her books in verse. This is her newest one. Jennifer Holm is a favorite. She's written a lot of books and graphic novels, and this is her newest. This book, The Hero Two Doors Down, is based on a true story about Jackie Robinson and this boy that lived in his neighborhood. It's written by Jackie Robinson's daughter. It's really interesting. Tom Engelberger, a lot of you like him. He's written the Origami Yoda series. This is his newest, called Fuzzy. And then this I've just heard really great things about. It's on the New York Times bestseller list, which is a big deal, and it's called The Last Kids on Earth, a fun science fiction about these kids that have to battle these monsters that have come down to take over Earth. Here are a few more new books.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. All girls all over the world. Original King Juliet for the girls, man. I love how all the girls they love to move their body. When you move your body, you know move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big shape body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, energetic. Big shape body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big shape body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big shape body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Eyeliner, on your face and make man mud up. Nose powder, on your face and make man mud up. Pluck your eyebrow, on your face and make man mud up. Girl, your lipstick, on your face and make man mud up. Woman, you nice broad face and a nice hip. Make man flip and bust them lip. Woman, you're nice and energetic. Big ship on the ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, a nice broad face and a nice hip. Make man flip and bust them lip. Woman, you're nice and energetic. Big ship on the ocean at the big Titanic. Whoa! Bo, 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 bo. Move it. I like to move it, move it. He like to move it, move it. She like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. He like to move it, move it. She like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. They like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye to you. Farewell.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call around and feel the groove.
Let's try it.